Because I share nyame adma kwesi ada we West Hills Malls nti mo yen share nso ne nkota ye mo friend ye nananom ne ye dachi eya adwumtofo akuku da me nkota o mo che kwanso nkoso mama nka say this Sunday or West Hills Mall na ensoma odi a o ya so so jatum say ye share wo kwanso nkoso kra we bedwam on Adom TV multi TV so menkai say ahafofo nso a pledge nti me na do dia hyewo me Omanhene papa bi educhumwa musa papa bi me Alexibo papa bi for din show no wa shebo so besumafo na wa enyoma ede nimunyam eni mpunto bebre afo under the able leadership of George Boache, our regional minister, ably supported by our potential president for the region, Eric Opoku Nimnyam for our Wisdom Port Collins Dada Alaji and Afi. Yayira Bobi, Honorable Deputy Minister Sports, Dr. Benjamin, Sansuna, the Almighty Frida Prempe, and Yayira Bano, Omukromu Dindi Afo, Nananum Yinani, Ahima Yinani, Adishi Yinano. Be a proud Ahafonian, the Edi and Munyambe Brahafo, they didn't put to be bravo, they say, we are a subset of Ghana. Until after this pledge, they just say, oh, Ghana, and she saying in our tomb, I'll be the Ghana, she saying in our eso. Yababaki, ma menkai was say, painful at Nasi, Dr. Nana Ayu, a free, very, 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 very loud during the times of the days as AFAD in painful, very loud, extremely. In fact, the man here, Fekwan say, and there's a playback in the administration. It's the doctor and a shows that you made this common as to our or more manage. But the good thing is that if you just as a Korea on the Mashib, you none of that, if you man pomba, a far, the crew many monuments, a quine do nano, a branch of far, a chiro baby before, the crew could see a drisso, kupi, or a year Jacobu. There's any crew quino. Do one MCC in Widia by now, the Widia, Ohunina, the doc, Atnasian, doc Akwaba. Okay, good. One of NDC's finest. Very cool, calm, but very diabolic, extremely. So, Casa they sum and the referee professional as a serious banker. Or Casa they sum there, or the sum ones or their sum. But a finance person, the good thing is that, or the subject to Dr. Baumia, MPP's wizard in terms of economics, or the subject to the lecture, no, to scrutiny. Yes, obey we now monster. Bibia ko come. Ohwe nkrata egu nanim ha na ohwe nyoma obi mu ha files na se for just a grown bed and not pay. Mama mo akwaba. Nimnyam for Richard the Champion. Bibia kama.
Omanhene bibia kama. Na asa na mama akwaba no. Achisco at 60.
Yeah, Achisco. Yeah.
When you say me school?
Achisco.
4164.
Oh, really?
What am I school? Oh, 60th anniversary of Asante. Well, man, per se PO no.
Achisco at 60. Oh, wow.
Kenda Pam.
Yeah. The last time so about Kanda Pakwa Abaso. Yeah.
No, tell me student in a program Pia no ba. I
mean, yes, why very consistent with.
No, yeah. What's about then late from headmaster Joseph Osewu. I'm so free kukumo.
Okay.
Because
Nana when you baby kui. Yeah, see no can a Kandapadia have consistency.
No, me a student in a no program be no ba. Your platform be bra so you didn't to boa.
Okay.
Yeah, never be bureaucracy.
Achisco at 60. Yari at 60.
Yes. So no be ntey ko Omanhene
you the consequence boko.
Anya boko.
After capture ohonu rules nim.
Oh no, ni bia. Na they say idea higher adwene pa ye dum so. Omanhene for the past 5 days me call for the sumo. Ewo a double condensed capital. Almost on lights in a jo on mudum no on a permas almost on side dum no crab by 1 o'clock. It is a maintenance
issue, yeah.
No, but as you see, of course,
a maintenance issue.
It to us 5 days. Say about one day, no co of podia in Kekama. But when you say the light need be communication and no more pure water in Sunu. Tabasa will be a Juman Coso. Timrantia. Omoye say adwuma no
ba o paint sa picture say they do so asia o ma me
Omanhene
do so say
Omanhene me say me ko so
atona ma bibia
Omanhene any Ghana me say no me can't say no
shut it down
no but the way also say
for baby or the so diabolic ECG for no call the can no ono ye ni
do so pa na
o se me ko so say no dum so ewo
by way dum so we dum so
okay
and press up
and the can there be a dum
press up
there be a dum Omanhene e dum say
Omanhene
dum you've traveled you've been in US they can put a light off about 12 hours or 8 hours.
No, demonstration time.
Let me start here.
For the past 5 days, as a result of Insubiato, no, as a result of the
almost say a year or more year a Juma be back. Quite continue. No, breaky.
No, but we have to put it out. 5 days there.
5 days on the road. What I say,
and it's more balanced scale.
It makes a lot of sense. You should tell the people the ECG, but by now, what catch them Cynthia, where we are sure say everybody stand. But and yet doom so to say more
ECG cry.
Okay, doom so no. Yeah, nothing. Nothing.
All right. Come on, what demonstration?
Nothing. Yeah, that could nothing.
Come on, not do so crap. No, I was so organized.
Let's go there.
Now you stable electricity supply. In the time I'm on for complaining, cry no, not do so cry cause no, no, it's a problem.
Okay, the more quantity say we do.
Aquano be bianco.
It's not been captured still.
It has not been captured. The rain are setting. Omanhene.
You shouldn't tell them how they see also.
So the work also.
Yeah, you shouldn't tell them how they see.
Or not if you just office a gun and you know you come and cry.
So it's not been captured.
Anybody? Oh, a hard drink.
Omanhene.
Oh, dog, man, for my
what can Chrome what do problems?
Maybe only Chrome problems.
Sir, you are no there. Okay, we are trust.
Yes, I'm count down so quantity.
Maybe there's soon yet. They are moody jam, Sanet here. Momudian put your money, by your money. It's a man here.
Never send a call for no say. There could be no. I'm going to try say on very reason.
Do you two challenges you for a conscious be able to road and then electricity?
No, yeah, how can say pa no. Mabundi omunya adwuma nya omonko ahanyina mabunya adwuma nya.
Omo schools omunya
ba nyame so ya Adom. Ye fa konye so ne mo Ewra John Daman mama abaso. Say obeka ya
oye kwan mam.
Ye free akonya so no. People forecast say ya jebo say 120 billion Ghana cedis. Obeka say ko $156 million I see EDBC 23 day schools. Me for so ya je World Bank there back because me say GOG there we do we will see ni sika na that day. Nyame Adom. School no start admit students this year.
Okay.
The information my minister can say within a week in Kwabena 300 and Omanhene anya admission at school. That is very encouraging. Nature say school no bantama and can crab bra when you akonya den anko school no come so betime anya akonya den anko school into we catch us say na John mama vision for this country obetina akonya so no o ametina akonya so odwene boy bamboy fo kwan ho nkran ho fo anakumase ponkwan o che o maja pade no e me bi so bia east for so ntene mfo na bo me ye de me ba eko ye northern region Asante region case ka we dey ahia no na mfombo betime den akọ menyaba secretary and city stomana betime akọ nti unyo mampanyini sei no be dio man so no che o maja pade na concentration na anye ono an family and friends na busuafo ne namfofo nkwa na be benefit at least postality o judge that man.
Okay.
Na sankra wo mu remfi John the man mama any MP no dey asobo form akọja asase ni nananom a ene school aba adabokrum na.
Okay.
Yeah, be the boy be a east for.
Okay, that's it. If you just see the Seboko, BBN in your heart.
Omanhene.
I will see I am majority.
The Miniano Oka na any question so your MP. It was all to me making sure say BBS na light a cut off one more, which is all over the globe. Are there yet technical issues there? External forces can act anytime. And even equipment na ye jumano maintenance, it may shut it down on its own. So I think rather the netco for in the northern Ghana, the responsible things and obey is to reassure the people. Say, hey, transformer we say, by this period. And I think that is what this platform, a very big platform. I was here appealing to them. At their PR unit, you reassure the people and then we move on. In Yanika, things are legitimate and that's fine. With regards to Mimi Honum, no say no. Omanhene, send all can equino. Emu yema in this and come here answer no more. And emu yema MPP, come to me.
Bombs a contractor or Okwan.
Yeah, maybe they know the road networks in the Dawson. In fact, for comfort time, moment to me free for just to see Senchi, OBATM. We have a lot of kilometers of roads which probably will go to. So my total Nina probably will be, apart from the town roads, will be in about 120 kilometers as we estimated last. But a poultry 5 kilometers was done under Kofor's time. And even if it just had a town capital, it didn't have roads. It was all on-tar roads. In Sutua, if it just a but Nanado by Nadaroma, and this is for by Badwam Mpensenpensemu and net insanity. But Nanado by Nadaroma, if it just a town roads, or my Asokore, or my Omo year, if you knew once, it's a sign of hydro, or Modia Sakobohono, Yebenya 10 kilometers womb. Okay, and I'm cronky to announce Omo year free Asokore through Senchi, Ekofa, Okan Krum Kwa Santiachi, and so Omo year. And then the outstanding ones, yeah, I signed by Sokore, no, Omo so Boho, by 4 years in the contract, Sikasem, so it's not possible. The Abefami fee in Mukontum Kumso. Interestingly, MP, Makoji GB, Amakrofon, na baby, I'm a metino. Echo croaky to animal. It's not done, and job, Asante. I made a contract, I'm the man, obey 6 years or 7 years ago, before but Untiminya a person, Yabana, Omanhene a pushing is on your kakra. Yeah, so I think the road issues need there. A baby, I drew Ghana, say, you per se politics, yenyam, you per se, your taxes, subam faso, you per se, nipaninya confidence in the politician. Yeah, we have no option that at this point in time should do more roads. And I think that Nadu is done very well because in terms of the documents that they brought to me, which is increasing the road network in the country, it is real. I mean, you can ask for it. I've seen it. It is real. It is not like a duplication or lying, So for me, but the country is expanding. Population is expanding. Ampofo-Adjei tonsase. The problem in this country is where, unlike South Africa, even Malawi, some Southern African countries, almost follow the European or the Western model. Okotana Airport Hill, Obejo Dallas Odebeyo Road. It is a wood twice here. Ideally, there was a Ode road construction. Council Yebi, US, Council Bitimia ye, Obeya this area. Obeka was a contractor crow away, Odebe account. Oya na omo abesisi dan no abetuto dan no na ometua. At this point in our country from history, say town planning for ye adwuma, omo ne ahemfo kasa, omo ne assemblies kasa, omo ne den kasa. Ye to asase ne sa ye plan kwan a ebeba so. Nipa no so oye desperate. Eye den ya o ma beje je o say baby papa ultimately esim emaye. Enti obi aye desperate say the Edin cry was with me, a Japade. But Japade no track area, there is no plan. In 5-6 years, we are now who's a challenge. Problem about. Not pressure about. So government is going to be in continuous contention, especially when it's got to do with roads. And the earliest you better take a stakeholder way. They are clear. Say, this is the way I ban bet me a year do. Yen ye bet twaso, oh, towards us here, who bet you be now what you are twaso. The earlier there's a clear policy. Otherwise, NDC bet me a barber, ye crime baby, a man for population bet dos, a man for bet tons as an is who ye not a treco, no plan of Jesus or the barber balls on your roads. So it's going to be a problem.
So, from Judith, I'm a favor, Oseneba, a year, 3 years, and Avery Kojo Ayi, happy birthday from your mom, Judith, right from I'm a favor. So happy birthday, come on. How about Champong? I might be too quick to conclude that Ghana's best economic master has spoken, but the MPP's economic wizard, a PhD holder in economics, one of our financial wizards, and rather, Adjei bad in no, or in Chimo Abeto or Casa or near Boncomo. It settles the matter. That where is Baumia? And no Baumia unity. Edding Komokama. I'm sure who follow in Koma or Borchere, no. And who say all to say problems, the challenges. And was a chile a choir, Ususu say we are suffering. I can't want to see Casemon to 2 years. The choir Ghana so under Nanado and also supporting Omodinyoma Egugu Akwemo. It settles the matter.
Omanhene, Mamenchia Ashofo, NAT4, I'm saying Union Cramofo, Omo Achiri Brim. Timame, Emma Omunyana, so Omutrinqua. Now, youngsters almost and vampire bo entire. Namima Obibia so fisher, Ebia na yen shape na Eastern Eden. Nedru.
Yes, some more break.
Break, but I would say, you break is a committee, a Jumano.
Okay.
A baby bray, but by coincidence, a Juma, so your committee, a Juma. A guy say, young Kofa, I mean, a sick as it's also Ope Sika. You mean, can Sika as a personal Sika? A quiet can so compare grade of crack with you, so ensure some Nakutua. So Urubra took Mabenia bed and a diaco. The one Juma near Yakaka say, if we are a beco coincidence. Which I say, I'm my name, we intro, no, but I'm so latter part now can say one of the finest economic wizard. Now, yes, MPP for also paid in economics, and they'll be offended. Say, are they on Kwana or say economics and I say on Kwana because they home or more baby finance ministers are more than more as well. You don't want to do a simple so. Well, the same people are saying now, okay.
Yeah.
Obama people move down the Buja and the opera and Kabaka said, don't go there. Omanhene, I'm say Ghana for no more passing BT. I say no more petty, the Kaka no a Libya. Obaka, the vice president Cotina, my sister station, so Peace FM. Eka so no dear, oh, do you know? So wash oh dear, oh, you're very current guy manager. Bakwatena Adom FM na wo popo wani na do ye ho no da man for me tufu o si ilevy de and as mobile money tax no sankrofo na omo ye side transaction e hiafo nti ono de he will never support say ye in tax omo mobile money no tata na ilevy na ye family enti aban na dwun say obey introduce e-living no be a person who say Irabo me na the head of government economic management team me boa what is the position ka o meka sa me enti say o emre bi me kan say me no me ne obi anya be na de ye tax na yi that was the expectation Omanhene papa no entimi an kan say me assistant me position and I'm just my position. I want you to echo my papa when I catch it. Say, I won't answer because Busha Quacojabusia. Young fat top boot 26 choir, I so. A bit many sicard and other year coin. Why had more Bank of Ghana pen into an inquire for a bit a resistica and our resources I did be minor. eti amanfo nya hotoso ama president otekonyo ka kire say ono no bo a ewurakofo ema ne bu ne man 8 years and oman we 8 years and nti no kwakofa na de aba nti gidie sunku bi eden amanfo nya ewo ne mu me no ka say exchange rate bebi enam petrol buo no man yunum say papa ne kasa wie ya ade chin ya to petrol ade chin ya to petrol and 1 liter 10.28 mam fancha so fi say me boa
no cause what so kasa wie na
o kasa say enura na entum enti o kasa wie de AC no so o kasa wie ate so baba na ba so me boa o kasa wie na petrol boa sa akosoro na enche bia finance minister ebe kasa kire Ghana fo o say inflation higher inflation rate e kan na e ho kire interest rate we o say global economy Ukraine Russia war and minority NDC MPs ye ka ho and ahokyere abo manim Saturday and pass 11 no na 11 no I am passing into investors no e withdraw omo investment e do some be over on say nipa ne time so a e say okay so auto investment 6 months and 1 year we start to another 6 months or see me nan to bi nkura from sika mame into agini sika so repatriate dollars the pressure echo ye currency no so na ma ye exchange rate no echo ya kodu 8.55 and ne kura na aba fun kropo no baby 8 7.4 7.6 depending baby I then otono omampanyini eba ha ma bedwom the same thing no so that oba be kan ye asembisa ye nyina na ye bisa anasema ye kan se Omanhene wo de phone email to betime so back go July 2021 you go quite make a statement of parliament say higher cost of building materials
yeah if our last 2 weeks we will become referred to Emma the speaker was the same man 3 weeks or
set up a small committee say investigation
last 2-3 weeks we
2021 Russia Ukraine war started 24 February 2022 na Russia and Ukraine enkontokwa the president Bekachire me say ye cry iron rod from Ukraine Russia na that na ma iron rod bo akosoro who dey so we business onim say the normal boys esiko iron rod na ton 6,000 a year
no hokra na 4-5 a ton you see em say 7
and 7,000 chippings ye hope there na no ye mimi ko to bi e de kwakọ ye adwuma case came to 4,200 or 6,300 Ghana cedis from Kumasi to Bia East in the space of 2 months. Market to the eternity and tomb. Koku na keto yen tomb. Enti sa hu chew enye Russia ni Ukraine asem na kofo nya number. Because mo catch 2017 budget 2018 budget say you built enough buffers
a shock biaba
to meet external shocks. COVID ne buy 2021 COVID ne buy within a month na no bibia ejuruguye. And na yanke stabilization fund ekwi miska 1.203 billion. IMF for 1 billion buy another 1 billion. World Bank for 340 million. Africa Development Bank sika. Not to say yanka san sma ye twetwere we budget nyina no na ensama dem ye twere Ampofo-Adjei yedi. And some of Arab me be kan no ano Omanhene yenti dada emu die hin na wonte
do na probably apart from say
about 99% ayen some your budget 2022 budget no finance minister aka president aka communicators aka yenim dada okasa wie no asembisa say yate dokon bo so ya ticket sika so
but with the explanation he gave so your expectation was that the Kwabena be wie no that dokono boyate so who admit and pay say
okasa we go to petrol
no but times are not as it used to be and your matter sir you can't underestimate the impact of COVID. You can't the emphasis about chirinche but you cannot underestimate what COVID has done to even bigger economies. You cannot underestimate that.
Omanhene adie bia a hold positive side bia or negative side. COVID by and so no yenye sika about 34 billion Ghana cedis.
Managed it with that money.
What I say? Eti COVID no be say COVID ba ya na wiase nyere jai say fight your own fight. What I say? Sika bi enka amramu kwaye fansa ka no because of COVID no ye de yensa eden ekokan ye. Nye COVID na ye tua COVID tax 1% no. Aduane a mo chema ne nche na ma onkran ani kumasefo a ye ti bia esi ani bi kwapo no ye nyina ye ntua 1% no. Aban sanyi free ho. 25 billion na bo me kan no say financial sector clean up almost 25 billion no. We are paying through the banks. So it's not here nor there. Leaders are voted for to solve problems. It's not fanfare. Say bet me dey huso anke nto aba mo bia. Say ya bra boy ya. Say ke nto aba mo bia. Solutions ni ye hwehwe. Taxes so because na ba ya hwehwe tax me the fresh 2017 18 fresh asem. Asem foforo. Enti enu asem okoko free SHS no o ka kire hwan bio. Nipa bre post free SHS no ka ombopo no chen dada no ana e school fees no. Kesika ya to kesika. Iron rods there you can yatum and me conscience here cement one bag between 55 and 60 Ghana cedis. Abra mo better go na 34 Ghana cedis. Inte satam no Omanhene ukuta sika 100,000 Ghana cedis do de be no ene untim fa anye saade no kwaduma ina katua no the tenant here osi de akuafo pension omo the pension scheme aba Biophone la to can never be a pension scheme man. When you resign a pension our Ghana has this am no ka say. What kind of budgeting? Pension is contributory. Who trebi na ban trebi den e the amount. Na uko pensioner e the amount. Kwani ban e ye to pension sika man. That's say share ban dia ba.
But it's a laudable share. Ebia you go process of implementing it so.
Oh,
you know
we say be do no na to be ebene. Ye wa hu kirem be ka kire say de ne be ya me.
Ya ye we ya makuafo ya we. Ni ye be ye we.
Koko kwani no wo kan koko ye nya sika ntua ne ka. Kwani na wo ka we ya kire no no. Ene kwafo ndom aye. Omo se se on fe sika ma ye nton koko ne ma. Be pieces no LBC sin ko ji koko na. Just omo transport to ba Accra. And say na omo ji sika de akọ. Cocoa board any sika ma LBC.
But that problem is solved. Utie the cocoa board for you can.
Oh, Omanhene, you point show your infant time care. So okay, me can.
That problem is still hanging.
It's still hanging. What I say? Kwani na ka ni cocoa onye sika. Cocoa so mra won tim fam cocoa diwan koton be chew. And you catch him say you the uniform price aba what the $400 aba to say Ghana Cote d'Ivoire arrangement no paper arrangement me dey ma carry me cocoa ma mesika eno so atwintwan cocoa roast also onye bia is cocoa roast ajoma de ma contract na ba opam contractors ni nyina almost 6 years contract bia ne kwan so eti doti bia it no do pese oti fra ban ho ne say ne kan esi so onyansuo anom koko kwani o kan koko a aiden obenya ne sika na okoton a ye beto na bra about say ne healthcare et say
ma utie ne data no a o ye compare utie data no
Omanhene data man for ba ko nkire na ba omia no office ye nkura okromasi
Omanhene
because
Dr. Baumia.
Oh, sorry.
He doesn't tell a man go man
Dr.
Yes or no, you kill this.
No. I know the when him say I'm not that time. Yeah, Ghana funny ye pet to Obama, a professor of law. If Barack Obama wouldn't he's not offended by ye better promise.
The professor is the teaching. By way your title or no.
Dr. Baumia, so much. Dr. You.
Yeah.
You know what is now a doc and
then present table too. How come fuel price no? Also Hong Kong price is 2.87, Netherlands 2.51, Zimbabwe 2. Body no. Zimbabwe 2.35, Germany 2.27, Israel 2.25, UK 2.14, Central African Republic 2.01. I don't know compared to our peers or more twa ehun hia because Ghana some na ye kan sisi Me so my APS no there. Cote d'Ivoire 1.05, Togo 1.003, Mali 1.284, Nigeria 0.38 dollars. Price per liter.
In our situation, it's not the best. If you do this comparison, in our situation, it's not the best. Your situation, you're the best.
It's worse.
Yeah, it's not making.
Or compared to which one?
Benin.
If you go side,
Benin 1.011, South Africa 1.40.
Yeah, index no.
1.45. Ghana. Okay, my friend, you said I want to be fair.
Yeah.
And then they are to put them say me their channel. And Asante yesterday. And here they na unse onim say they 1.45. And no coaches to countries or more 2. And no ja sub-Saharan African countries na yetwe ho hia.
Okay, so masa about so but
them say esitu ne dia nko befa nkro na then omo price per liter no no.
Okay, so
Omanhene by the day no. Adwumani aketua bosome so a ode kwakọ to ne friend disposable income no. Eso na ate. That person cannot make ends meet. The corner size in the atiso ni boss or yes atum. And most of me can. Okay,
so my answer, Dr. Ayubebem, Doc.
Yep.
This is Lawrence Osei conversation, the candid opinion. Osei, I think such an important lecture should have been organized by, should have not been organized by the party. A public institution or tertiary institution should have organized the event for the VIP to speak. The organization by the party defeats the entire purpose. Because when the party was in opposition at all the lectures headlined by Dr. Bawumia was organized by institutions other than the party. And he cites example of the Central University lecture in August 2016 and others. So he's asking the question, what has changed? Absolutely unacceptable to address economic situation of a nation at a TESCON conference. It made it more or less a joke. In the beginning of the lecture, Bawumia outlined about 20 questions he said he was going to answer, but in the end he answered 6. Who should answer the remaining 14? He deviated by telling us the things we already know, like Ghana card and GPA address. How does these things reduce the sufferings of the Ghanaians or reduce the living standards of Ghanaians? The lecture was too lengthy. The lecture was nothing different from what the communicators have been telling Ghanaians. I was expecting Vice President to touch of virgin points and not reiterate what communicators have been saying. In times like this, according to Lawrence, Ghanaians are suffering. We need solutions and not justifications and comparing the current situation to NDC. Why did Ghanaians vote for MPP? For us to always do a comparative analysis with Mahama? No. We need solutions to our problems and not what Mahama did or justifications. VIP failed to do that. He only justified our problems. It was like a patient going to see a doctor with a sickness and the doctor only explaining the cause of the sickness and blaming the previous doctor who took care of the patient and the doctor failing to heal the patient. The patient then goes home with the same sickness. I think the entire lecture was meant to compliment Bawumia by the party. It was meant to feed the ambitions of the party and not to address the economic situation. It is clear that it was an agenda lecture, not a public lecture. My candid opinion as a Ghanaian, please.
In conclusion, na obi a also be kasa che Ghana for. Na amrante she Bawumia t-shirt. Not to say a year
space, any day space, political space.
The politics no koye.
No, I'm saying people will take advantage of some of these things. No, I'm saying that people will take advantage. It's like even when John Mahama was going to just raise his hand to lead the party. Clearly.
Eto mo na omkoti asem de no be brada because na lecture no
Doctor, just that's somebody's opinion. You can also, if you want to address it.
My mentia for na mentia asokoroni efijasi for ITV. Basically, Enra, Your Excellency lecture no. A MPP youth program. And but of course the MPP our value for youth, regardless of who they are. They are the people we train and get and occupy places for the party, a future of this country and future of the party. The Vice President taught to say, the last time Okasaya was at Ashasi University, and given the fact that many of these are university students, masters, PhD, and okay, given the times, Okodu Honomoa, obey use opportunity now, while explaining the current situations in the country. I think we have seen global precedent. We've seen times that Mandela travel abroad. Now we do America. Now only students from MIT, Harvard, and all of them. And now we have major interventions and policies. The way they respect the youth as the future of the world. We have seen times that President Kofonya interactions with youth in the universities in the UK. And minim say obi kwaye wo US dey okay. Na obi kwaye wo London dey okay. Na wo kwaye wo youth wo hanom a, then we are going to underestimate the thinking, the capacity, and the strength of the values we have for the future. I don't think there's, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. The global practice of presidents meeting youth, and sometimes George Bush will go to primary schools, have interactions with them. I don't think that some people are better than others. So we've done it, and that is his style. Hobin put price on youth. He's put price on youth, and he's done it. Also, I think the president, vice president, will take the opportunity to speak on issues that are on the fore. Ghanaians want to know about Adena Ahochireno Aba. Yes, Ahochireno Aba. We accept say Ahochireno Aba, but Ahochireno Aba in the context of any Pakistan president. The Nkrofo demonstration or say enyo ono na ama omusika no kofom enyo ono na ama prices ekosro because of the war in Weno affect to obi until you see where the be or say a global phenomenon are ekoso across the globe. Now, before Ukraine and Russia, the UN warned in last year say the recovery of the global economy a very difficult. Now, even those in the African continent there, they would be in Osumaye. That was last year. Let's check.
You gave a hint.
Absolutely. And we are because of the recovery from COVID. Now, in the absence of COVID, cement prices were just about the same. Iron rods were just about the same. With the onset of COVID, Precope 2021, cement, akosro, iron rods, move on. Okay, last year, the Ghana Real Estate for Association for no boss or no president justify. Or say, cement, say the 100 companies in Ghana, clinker, yenyebi wahana, unya clinker wahana, so that we import it. Prices ekosro. It is a price ekosro will crony free mobile. We had the crony was no. Uchi who saying or price ebe kosro. That is it. Iron rods or justifying saying or say COVID the buy many of the companies are fully done na kakrapena air supply into ama demands are dos so in the principles of economics supply and demand say demands yes so higher your prices will go up. Na bedu country and sana why increase what they will price effect and they will ECOWAS levy, they will levies at so now at the end of the day you pay more on it. Inti say iron rods cost it is not in the control of the regime. And I also know you care about iron rods cost his year now. And we are more in the fact that you import more from Ukraine. And then see at the end of the day no so no omuntimin supplier. Until now no you are now going to face more rising levels of the prices of iron rods. We enye bawomia na aye. We enye nanado na aye. We eye beyond nanado. And I say iron rods cost repair me say Omanhene do obekwa akoto iron rod or ye carpenter ni obeye we adwuma wa obeto ne die mu. Obi bia bibia be cost bia no ye de ye say in economic policy labor will not sever. Obi eni wo o defeat what we call money illusion. And the same way an investor on suffer say wo nisika obenya no say what so because ne boy de on also de odeba ma on obetiso obeye de obe increase no And that is why inflation is going up. So Bawumia justify prices are going up. It is true. It is beyond us. However, no, within the circumstances, no, and Kaibeti across more than it should have been going because of the fact that the fundamentals in this country, no, are better. Now, according to exchange rate, what are the factors that exchange rate across? Ghana announced last year say Euro bonds biom. Now, in this country, by the start of Christmas, more pressure on the forex because amount for a important yamaba Christmas. Into that time, no, now prices ever cost. So you did Christmas, we are multinationals. Almost profit by Badwam team. The way it intervenes, the Euro bonds bar, now I want it down, not a cooling it down. Unfortunately for us, you call Christmas buyer with e-levy on our neck. We created lack of confidence and speculation. In economic policy, we say negative externalities. You put negative externalities in a society, speculations are high. So many people were even investors were taking their monies. And you know what they were doing? They were even buying more dollars for no reason. Economy, no, e-levy. There were a lot of panic in the system. Look, economics, no matter what you do, it will expose you if you can't catch it. Look, confidence, speculation, these two words in economic policy, it takes a lot of confidence in the system would have calmed people down. But people were panicking. Now, see this. Now,
business people they had to change their money, huge monies into dollars.
Yes, for no reason, because panic. So the factors that students are there listening to us. I mean, if you want to have prices going down, we talk interest rates and differentials. It will affect on exchange rate. Or it can be instability. Say biaku dita biaba, na man for ebetwania. Kai, and I say bia war biba. Obiabe started pedalers their hotna. So there are things that affect us. Ours was clearly the panic in the system and the uncertainty and the speculation between December to March. It hit us hard. You cannot be in power for like 2017, 18, 19, 20. Nothing happened like this. Then all of a sudden, it happens between December and March. Now, what I say? For this one, the man there now for mobile 4 years, you've done very well. But the question is, what happened between December and March? There was something, the uncertainty on the market because of e-levy. And now, confidence, Dr. Bawumia explained that for people to understand. That was the situation. Now, Dr. Bawumia was able to go down again to get people to understand. Sir, we have had a lot of debt on our neck. Some of the debts, our total here, 50 billion, financial sector clearance, energy sector legacy, and now COVID. With all this, our interest of 8 billion. Now, the whole budget of the Ministry of Health, about 8 billion. 3 of this add up is taking the whole budget of the health sector, including employment of doctors, nurses, buying equipment, building. At the end of the day, the interest rate on this alone. But akoye ka abeto ko inti odi ka ho a na o debt to GDP over 80 and 80, but uyi free more about 68. And this is he explained it. Now, or explaining say yen kuku figures or say your budget deficit was 4.8 in 2019. However, after COVID, you 15, which means you spend sika bebre in COVID. Can you imagine? Or say Nigeria, West Africa, you had no say, you compare your home. Now, I've done all the research. Tell me which country was able to give hot meal. Tell me the expenditure that we had in terms of free testing. Values and many countries were looking at Ghana. Tell me, free testing. Tell me which country on the West Coast my health workers 50% of the increase in salary at the time I will lock it down. You are not getting revenues. Tell me any of them. Now, tell me. That is what Bawumia was saying. I say. At the end of the day, even within that period, the government did what, Omanhene, you know what we call the Keynesian theory in economic management? They believe that. They believe that. They believe that.
No, I'm saying that.
Yeah, in recession. You tiasa, otia yesa, nanado eja sika gu mu se ono de obeboka ama ahochiraba that you bet me solve it. And at the end of the day ahochiraba anything you do, anything you do is going to have an effect. Now NDC in 8 years never met uncertainties like this. Let me tell you Southampton. Omanhene, Fetty, President Kofor Oko ye sa credit crunch about US. Office na US, the dollar of a barrel. Please, mom, check it, fact check. $140 a barrel. The fuel price was 3 Ghana cedis a gallon. President Mills Eka said they are not going to increase fuel prices. When they came, they increased it 30%. And by the end of 2011, there was fuel price now a gallon yet 3 Ghana cedis. Now it was 15 Ghana cedis. Okay? Now, even then at that point, the global price of crude was $95. President Kofor's own was at $140. It was 3 Ghana cedis. At the time, it was $95. Under the NDC, it was 15 Ghana cedis. I am not going to compare myself to the NDC because they are poor managers of the economy. Sometimes it feels they don't even understand it. But I'm talking about a case of COVID. Can you imagine? Tell me, Omanhene, can you imagine an NDC in the system where Cecilia was in the Hormono, Yebia schools? Parents were going to pay a term 30 million under these circumstances. Opa, yen free SHS in free hall.
Yes, I could.
Na parents can be able to pay. Now, let me talk about the NDC. NDC are no better managers of the economy. But look, you can't go forward without looking back. Oh. Tobase, PURC. The only time in MPP that PURC has increased price was 2019. That was 11%. NDC for every one more, they increased electricity for 347%. Check your facts.
Those are the comparisons.
These are not comparisons. This is because of the fact that I am telling you, sir, the COVID economy worsened and brought a challenge. And for that matter, you can't ridicule it. And you cannot easily recover.
We cannot underestimate the impact of COVID.
Exactly.
But it's been exaggerated day in, day out.
It is not. It has brought death. Look, Omanhene, the only way in the country you can be able to cushion your people during economic difficulties, US pushy almost over $1.8 trillion.
Okay, so
they push almost $1.8 trillion. Ghana, there's no way I will be what we call quantitative easing. Demand put inflation. You are finished.
You can't.
The only way is that you can only tax through the difficulty. And that is why e-levy is a necessary evil. Who tells you, sir, we like e-levy? Baumia, he admitted it in his presentation. Also, government has introduced e-levy of 1.5%.